Hey guys, let me show you how I got this super fun and easy to do turkey cookies. These are for my son's kindergarten class and I'm going to be making 24 of them. These are so fun to make and my kids were actually able to help me with the process of this. For the beak and the wattle, I used two parchment papers, one being orange and the other being red. And for the beak, I just eyeballed it. I just cut off a strip along the long part of the paper and I just hand drew some beaks. And since we cut the strip of paper to the size of the beaks, there's really nothing much to it, just drawing the triangles on each side, and that made it super easy to cut off as well. This made more than 24 beaks, so I didn't need more than that little strip of parchment paper, and I was all done. Now for the wattle, I started the same way as I did for the beaks. I just folded a bigger part of the parchment paper instead, and I just hand drew them, cut them out. And if your child is starting to get handy with some scissors, they can help you out with this whole entire process with the beaks and the wattle, since it's time consuming and for them it would be fun. It doesn't really need to be perfect because once you put everything together, you can't really tell anyways. For the cookies, I used Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie. Next, I moved on to cutting off 24 leaves from the little bush that I got from Dollar Tree. These are so cute and they were perfect for what I needed, and they were only $1.25, so that was extremely affordable. Next, I moved on to adding the feathers to the leaves, and here I was just playing around with it. I personally need to visualize things before I set them in stone, so I was messing around with it. I like the way it looks, and then I brought out the hot glue. I flipped the leaf over, I put a little bit of hot glue, and then I glued the feathers on the back side of the leaf. As you guys can see, that was perfect. So I flipped the leaf back over. I put a little bit of hot glue on the bottom of the leaf and then hot glued that very gently to the cookie. I made sure not to press down too hard because it was just unnecessary. Once the hot glue makes contact with that plastic, the wrapper, it's sticking. It's not going anywhere. I moved on to the little googly eyes, and then for the tape, all I did was flip it in a way that it hugs and it's going to be tacky on both sides. And this is where my beak and my little wattle come to play, and that was it. Look how cute this thing turned out. I did one, for example, and then the rest my kids were doing for me, like the googly eyes and the beaks. I took care of the hot glue gun for the leaves and the feathers, and together we were able to finish all of these within 2 hours, and it was actually very fun to do. They turned out so cute, and I'm so excited for my son to take them to school.